Hello and welcome to Who Dares Worlds TV. I'm your host Mike B, and here we are again, sort of midweeky, end of weeky, we're catching up. I felt the need. I'm angry at the moment. I am pissed off. Generally at the world at the moment. I mean, I'm living in England. I'm not going to go on a political rant, but what the fuck is going on? So there's that. We're being led by fucking morons. But that is not my main point of my rant. Blood Rage Digital. Okay. So Blood Rage Digital launched officially to the general public, to everyone to buy yesterday. I, like a mug, backed it on Kickstarter maybe 2 years ago now. Some time ago. Obviously, it was ladled with a bunch of plastic exclusives and stuff and nonsense that some of which I thought, you know what, I missed out the first time around. I'll get it, and I went for that. And we waited for that, and we waited for that. And the beta was released some time ago. I will be generous and say maybe 5-6 months ago. But I don't think that's that long. But anyway, the beta was released. It was functioning. There was issues. The UI wasn't very clear. Tutorial was a bit clunky. There were bugs. The viewpoint of the map was not great. You only had one zoom in and out of this perspective on the map on there. I was not astounded by it. It was okay. It functioned. You could kind of play it. It was very briefly available when and they cocked up that, to be honest with you, releasing the update beta to all of the backers. That took a while to get sorted out for whatever reason. So anyway, we bring ourselves forward to this point in time where the beta has been released yesterday. Now, number one of the first, what the fucks? So, call me or not, in their infinite wisdom, decided to release it to buy yesterday. What did they not do? They didn't release the codes, the game codes, to all their loyal backers, all thousands of backers that backed it. Could they play that game the morning of that game coming out after they technically had paid for it 2 years ago? No, they fucking couldn't. No response from Simon at all on there, other than the Twitter blip that flipped up, I think midday-ish, essentially saying, it's coming, but you're just going to have to sit there and fucking wait, which is kind of feels a little bit like where we're sat at the moment. And going back to political thing, it almost feels the same sort of, well, you're just going to have to wait. It's not happening. Got to move on. So there was no real response. Nothing on the Kickstarter update at all. Nothing. No response to say what was going on. No response to say it's coming. Nothing at all. Meanwhile, the backers are tearing strips off each other. Well, specifically Cool Mini. It's on Facebook. It's been advertised. It's been everywhere. People are playing it. Maybe, possibly. And frankly, it's just the final nail in the coffin. I mean, I've slowly fallen out of love with Cool Mini or not over the last couple of years. They produce sometimes some quite good games. Blood Rage is a cracking game. I quite enjoy The Godfather. I enjoy Arcadia Quest. I own a bunch of Cool Mini and Naught games, some of which I've backed on Kickstarters. Their after service, specifically on the Kickstarters, I've not really had much dealings with them and the company. Their after service after Kickstarter is fucking shockingly appalling. They ignore you. They get your money. You will hear nothing. Okay, I get that. They're producing stuff there, but there's nothing. Considering the amount of other Kickstarter-based companies now, people out there, Awaken Realms, Celfair, all this, the amount of updates you get, just where we are, what's development, what's going on. Nothing. You can go months and months and months with absolutely nothing. And then you may get an update, which is just fluff or just this sort of spin of like, look at this wonderful stuff you're getting, but not really addressing anything that's come up, anything that people raised. None of that ever gets addressed. Nothing comes back to you. Literally, the moment that money is in their bank, off you're going to have to just wait, whether it's 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 years for what's going to come up. Now, don't get me wrong, usually the actual board game product they produce is usually of a solid quality. It's usually pretty good. The miniatures are pretty good. Everything's great about that. But the after sales, as I say, is shocking. So we're back to Blood Rage. Nothing, no thing. absolutely no beta codes, game codes out to people. Nothing at all. We're sat there in the void, shouting at the void, going, "What's going on? What is this shambles?" Now, allegedly, this is down to a communication issue, a technical issue, releasing the codes, which is not really what I'm going to buy, because you had months. You could have prepared all this days in advance, months in advance, and had it all launched out a day or so before. What would it matter? You've got all the codes out to your backers, even a day. If backers were playing a day before, would that have hurt? No, it probably wouldn't have. It might have been good to actually have a soft opening for the game to see just the server strain and what would happen. But we didn't do that. I lost my trail of thought. So anyway, no, nothing. It's gone out. But the issue is, reviewers have had codes for this. I know reviewers have reviewed this recently, which clearly have been sent codes prior to the launch. So they were doing that. Not that I got one. I paid for it anyway. So, game's finally launched. Finally, about 5 o'clock yesterday, finally the codes have started going out. They finally released codes to people. There's still no update in the thing. There's an email that just basically gives you a code. There's a heap of people that don't use Steam, or not very people are very confident on it, on the forums going on the Kickstarter comments asking even how to use the code. You would think that would be a kind of piece of information just to give to your backers. Finally, a release comes, an update comes, which is like, oh yeah, this is out, by the way. You can look at the trailer, look at this. Nothing addressing any of the shit that's gone on before in the last 12 hours. And what do we got when we got the game? It's fucked. It's broken. That's what we got when we got the game. Nothing works on it. There's no undo button, the thing that they brought up for the thing. Nothing's been fixed from the beta release. In actual fact, the beta release felt more stable than this. This thing's just a hot car crash mayhem. It's just doesn't work. Crashes, soft crashes all the time. I played 2 games yesterday to try and go. The tutorial crashed. Then I played a game with some AI players. That crashed. None of the implementation of some of the god powers, some of the actual monster powers seem to work properly. There's Phrygia, I know, crashes out. I tried it with the boar creature, I can't remember its name. That crashed it out. The controls are not intuitive. As I say, there's no change to the map. There's no bug, just freezes the time. There's no undo button that was requested numerous times. There's no bug report button on there. There's no easy way of looking at the map and the board state and knowing what areas have been pillaged really that well. There's no way of looking at the map and seeing what the next Ragnarok is going to hit that well. I did write stuff down. I don't even know what else is to say. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. If you go into Steam and you have a look on there, it's just an absolute car crash. Total and utter clusterfuck. And I don't know what else to say on the matter, really. I'm done with Call Me or Not. I am done. I'm out. I'm done. I backed Ank. I have now almost regret that decision, to be honest, at this point in time. But yeah, that's it. I am done with Call Me at this point in time. I just see no reason why I should give them my money in future. I'm done with it. An absolute mess. Not a way to treat your customers. And then just to bring out this just half-finished abomination, which is, go to Steam, have a look on there. You don't take my word for it. Go and have a look. Do not buy the game. That's all I would say to you. I cannot, in any good faith, say to anyone that you should spend your money on this, because it's a mess. It's probably never going to get resolved. I don't imagine. We're never going to get any feedback. There won't be any communication, so we know that's going to be a black hole. I'd be astounded if there's been any response in regards to this, or anybody let us know what's going on. We'll wait and see. I may be surprised by that, but frankly, I'm preparing for disappointment. So there we go. That really is all I can say on the matter. What a fucking mess. So there we go. I'm off colour anyway today. We should be. This is Thursday. This weekend would have been the UK Games Expo. I would have been in a car by now. I would have been on the way down there tonight. I would have done meeting some peeps. I would have met some buddies. I would have maybe gone to the press preview event, met some designers. Just generally been schmoozing and enjoying the experience of being there. I appreciate it can't happen at the moment in time. You know, but it hurts. It does hurt. It's sad to not be there, not to be doing it. I would have done a preview video by now. We would have been rolling up. We probably would have done a show. All ifs, buts, maybe would you could have. You know, what a shit show this year has been. Frankly, what a shit show. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I know that Board Game Trading and Chat are doing like a virtual con this weekend. I'll pop my head in and see what's going on with regards to that, because it may be nice to maybe see if a few people I know are on there. We can catch up. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, this year, what a dog's dinner. I'm kind of at the point of, no, can we skip to the end? Can we just get to 2021 now? Because 2020's just sucks balls, doesn't it? So yeah, there we go. What a load of bollocks. Hopefully I'll get to play some games tonight. I mean, the intention was to play some games tonight and lighten my mood. But yeah, I'm a bit pissed off. So yeah, there we go. It would have been our 6th, maybe 7th year at Expo this year, which is sad to say we won't be there. But next year we will be fucking there. God damn, they better not cancel next year. But yes, keep well, keep safe, be happy. Don't back or buy Blood Rage. Don't back. Call me any comments. Ignore that shit. Don't buy. No, I just go and find something else. Nemesis Lockdown Kickstarter is out today. Not launched yet, but that might be worth something of your money. A company that actually seems to appreciate to a certain extent people and their customers and treat them well and deliver a decent product and feedback mostly. So I may well dive in to look at that. But yeah, there we go. There is my rant out of the way. Got that out of the system, feel a little bit better for that. I will leave you with this video, which I made, I think, a year ago, maybe a year and a bit ago, for the preview of 2019's Expo. But this is just a remembrance of our time so far at the Expo, and looking forward to next year when we can go, and maybe what else the year has surprises for us, but no more surprises. 2020, please. 2020, can you just give us a break, please? It's been enough. I'm exhausted. Right then, until next time, stay safe out there and stick it to the man.